Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Proudlock. So yes, I'm here with a video because of what got released yesterday at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes, the new fixtures for the 2020-2021 season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them all, of which teams we are going to be playing on the months. And I'll give you my thought on whether it's going to be tough or it's a game we should be getting 3 points out of them for, definitely. So yeah, I've got the fixtures just on the screen in front of me, so apologise if I do end up looking up a lot because I'm going off the fixtures, looking at them, because I don't know them off the top of my head. That is for sure. So yeah, so here we go. Now I'll just gonna read out the dates that also have been given for the fixture as well, but we all know that these will change as well, probably at some point throughout the season as well. So we know the season kicks off in September this time, not August, because the 2019-2020 season that finished late because of the coronavirus pandemic, and that's why they delayed the start of the new season for next month. So here we are. So start off with the September fixtures. So our first game of the season is an away trip down to the Olympic Stadium to take on West Ham United away. Well, a lot of people thought it was going to be Leeds because they found some leakage of the fixtures, but no. It's West Ham United away. And we actually did win there last season, 3-2 win. Oh, had them all over in that first half for sure. Came very close to throwing it all away towards the end, but we got the 3 points out of the game. So it's not a bad opening fixture, I would say. It's a game where it could be tough or a game we could win for sure, for definite. West Ham are very hitty-missy for sure, I would say. And yeah, it all depends how we strengthen and how they strengthen in the transfer market for sure. West Ham just survived but started to play very well towards the end of the last season. So yeah, this will be an interesting one. So I would say this one is not a bad start. So this is a game where we could win or we could lose, or it could be a draw with this game for sure. The second game is a home game against Brighton and Hove Albion at home. And that is on the 19th. And apologies, I did say the West Ham game was on the 12th of September. So on the 19th of September, it's a home game against Brighton and Hove Albion. This is a game we've got to be looking to get 3 points out of that. While home form against Burnley has not been great for sure. 0-0 draw last season. Brighton could have beaten we. Season before that, lost 1-0 at home. Season before that, 0-0 draw as well. This is one where it has to change. We've got to get 3 points out of this one for definitely. Third game of the season. And that is an away trip to the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So this is a repeat of the same fixture from last season. And that is on the 26th of September. Imagine if we pulled another upset down there for sure. Against Spurs, won 1-0 through Joe Linton. But this one's going to be very tough indeed for sure. So that is the September fixtures. So we'll move on to October fixtures. And on the 3rd of October, it's a home game against Burnley at home. This is a game we've got to look to get 3 points out of as well for sure. It was 0-0 last season. Not great. But hopefully this one, we've got to try and change this one. So Burnley at home, to me, has to be winnable. For sure. On the 17th of October, so it looks like it's a 2-week gap because possibly international breaks will be happening as well. God, they just bore me to death so many times. So yep, on the 17th of October, it's another home game against Manchester United at home. Oh, we beat these last season through Matty Longstaff's goal. But Manchester United looks like they have definitely strengthened their squad from the beginning, from January last season. Bruno Fernandes. So this is a game, it could be very tough for sure. But a game thinking, can we get another win against these? Just wait and see. But I think this one could be a quite tough one for sure. But but we know we love to get victories against Man United. We will love it if we beat these again. That is definitely for sure. Next one, and that is on the 24th of October. And that is an away trip down at Molineux against Wolves away. This one will be very tough indeed. Wolves will look at to strengthen. You can tell how ambitious their ownership is. And you can tell that their owners want their club to progress for sure. So this is going to be very tricky indeed. But our last two trips down at Molineux have ended in 1-1 draws. So this would be very tough, but I think a lot of fans would take a point down there for definitely. But it's going to be very tough. And on the 31st of October, this is a home game against Everton. Now, Everton can be a very bogey team for us for sure, but I think this is a game we probably should be looking to get 3 points out of for sure. I think what did cost us in the 2-1 defeat last season was the poor defending. That has got to be sorted out for sure. We cannot concede goals like that for sure. So I'm going to say Everton, to me, should be a 1-1, should be looking to get a victory out for it, definitely. But all depends how they did strengthen in the window as well, Everton. But to me, Everton's a 1-1 should be looking to get a 3 points out of. So that is the October fixtures. So we'll move on to the November fixtures. And on the 7th of November, it's an away trip down at St Mary's to face Southampton. We beat these 1-0 away last season. But Southampton have been playing well, particularly towards the end of the season. And a lot of the times our trips at St Mary's do not go according to plan. A lot of the time for sure. So you're looking, thinking, we could get a win, but this could be a tough one as well. For sure, for definitely. And after that, it's on the 21st of November. So it's another international break after Southampton. Oh, God. And that was we take on Chelsea at home. Very tough game. But I think our home record against Chelsea has been pretty good lately. It certainly has. We won last season. Thanks to that winner through Isaac Hayden. And I imagine if we could beat these again for sure. But I think Chelsea will be adding to the side for sure. Particularly they've now got Timo Werner. And I don't think a lot of players are going to be looking forward to facing him for sure. So Chelsea, very tough game. But a one where you think we could win. Because we're home form against Chelsea has been good. And on the 28th of November, so the last out of the November fixtures, and that is a away trip down at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. We were last season 1-0 defeat, very poor it was, where recent trips have not been good down there. It's a game we could win, but it's a game that Crystal Palace do make it very awkward for us indeed, for sure. But it all depends how they do. We're very poor towards the end of last season, Crystal Palace. Will Zaha be on his way out of the club for sure? There is talks. He has been linked with a move away for sure, so it all depends. And I feel like if Palace do lose Zaha, I feel like they could struggle badly. But just wait and see. But this is a tough game for us, but a one where you think we could get a win out of it. That is for sure. So we'll now move on to December fixtures, and my God, 2 of those fixtures we got, particularly towards the end of December, is oh my word indeed, for sure. But the first game in December, and that is on the 5th, is an away trip to Villa Park. The season 2-0 defeat last season, that was a very poor performance from us for sure. Hopefully it's a one we can change, but I think Villa are going to be one of my favourites to go down for next season. If Grealish goes, they're going to struggle badly. But to be honest, they have struggled a lot as well when he's been in the side. And Villa just scraped on the final game of the season. But maybe next season is time where their luck could run out for definitely. So Villa, it could be winnable, but we've got to play far better down there. That is for sure. But it could be a slight tough one as well, for sure. So the next one, and that is on the 12th of December, and that is a home game against West Bromwich Albion. And to me, that is a game We've got to be getting 3 points for definitely, for sure. Promoted side, we've got, as I said, these are promoted to the Premier League. I don't know if I can see West Brom staying in the Premier League for next season as well. So I'm looking at this one, a game we should be winning for definitely. And then after that, on the 15th, and that is on a Tuesday night, and that is an away tie. Well, an away trip to Ellen Road, Leeds United. So 2 back-to-back promoted teams we are playing. It all depends how Leeds do as well. See, Lincoln, Leeds could be a tricky place to go to. But you think, what could we possibly win? It all depends how Leeds strengthen in the window as well. So far, they need to strengthen if they're going to try and progress in the Premier League for next season, for sure. For definite. So you're looking at this thing, one, could be tough. But one way, you think we could win that one. On the 19th of December, it's a home game against Fulham. So it's actually 3 promoted teams we play in a row. Now, this looks like a repeat from a couple of seasons ago as well, where we just played Fulham before Christmas as well. So, Fulham at home, that's a game we've got to be looking to get 3 points out of for sure, for definitely. Got to finish 0-0 the last time we played them at home before Christmas. That has to change. And we should look to beat these for definitely. For sure. Not sure how Fulham will do next season. Went down, spent a canny bit of money. But their problem was leaking in goals a lot of the time. So Fulham want to have a good season next season. They've got to really strengthen for definitely. But Fulham at home is the one should be looking to get a victory out of that for sure. On Boxing Day... Dear me. An away trip down to the Etihad. Manchester City away. Oh. Very tough. And a lot of fans thinking it's a write-off. We're not going to get anything out for sure. I think that wouldn't surprise me as well, for definitely. So, yeah. Very tough tie away on Boxing Day to Manchester City. And on the 28th of December, on a Monday night, it's a home game against Liverpool. Oh, another really tough one. Again, all depends how Liverpool are going to do. Are they going to have another successful season? We'll just wait and see. But this is a very tough game as well, for sure. And Liverpool have beaten with the past 2 games at home. So this one's very tough for us indeed. So that is December fixtures. So we'll move on to January fixtures. And on the 2nd... So not on New Year's Day, like it was last season, Leicester City. Oh, another tough one as well. It all depends how they do in the next season as well. When the season restarted, they looked really off the pace for sure, Leicester. And that's how they fell out and missed out on the Champions League spot. But we'll just wait and see. But I'm going to say this is a tough game for that for sure. And Leicester have a very good record against us at home as well. We've won the past 4 times they have, for definite. Yes. 3-0. 2-0. 3-2 they beat us as well. And the season we got relegated, 3-0 as well. So yes. So this is a very tough game for us, for definitely. So, and next game, which is on the 12th, there's a bit of a break because FA Cup will be taking place as well. So the 12th of January is an away trip down at Bramall to face Sheffield United away. Now, we won there 2-0 last season, but this is a game we're looking to be tough. I think Chris Weiler will look at the strength of his side after they just missed out on the Europa League spots. I think they will strengthen, so so Sheffield United will look to go further, but we'll just wait and see. But I think this will be a very tough game for us, for sure. And on the 16th of January, it's an away trip to the Emirates to face Arsenal. And so far, this will be a very tough game for us, for definitely, because our recent trips to the Emirates have been very bad, for sure. So, even though people say Arsenal are not the side they can be, but they usually tend to beat us quite a lot. now at the Emirates. So that is a very tough game for us, for definitely. And on the 27th of January, so again, there's a bit of a break because of possibly FA Cup again, is a home game against Leeds United. Now, this is a one we should be looking to get 3 points for definitely. Promoted side, for definitely. So yeah, I'm going to say Leeds is a one we should be looking to get a victory out for sure. On the 30th of January, it's a away trip to Goodison Park to face Everton. Now, our trips at Goodison Park do not turn out to be very good a lot of the time. But last 2 times we've been there have been draws. And last season, we snatched 2 late goals away. Thanks to errors from small arms Jordan Pickford for sure. So, but Everton away will be a very tough game for us, for definitely. So that is January fixtures. So we'll go on to February fixtures. And on the 3rd of February, it's a home game against Crystal Palace. And this is the one we should be getting 3 points out for definitely. Did last season, thanks to Miguel Almiron getting his first goal. But Crystal Palace is at home is a one we should be getting 3 points for definitely. So that game actually kicks off on a Wednesday night. On the 6th of February, it's a home game against Southampton. And a one we should be getting 3 points out of for sure as well. So to me, there's 2 games in February we should be looking for 3 points. Should be looking to get 6 points out of them, at least. And after Southampton away, and on the 13th of February, it's an away trip to Stamford Bridge, Chelsea. Very tough indeed, where record down there is not great, unfortunately. And this is a very tough one, I would say, for us for sure. On the 20th of February, and it's another away trip to Old Trafford, Manchester United. And another one tough for sure for us, for definitely. Because our away trips at Old Trafford do not go well as well. Normally, last times we've took the lead. I think the last 3 times we've been down there, we've taken the lead. And then we've just let it slip away. Oh, so it's going to be very tough for us to go down at Old Trafford. And on the 27th of February, it's a home game against Wolves. This will be very tough for us, for definitely. Wolves will be looking to challenge for Europe again. And, yeah, I think this will be a very tough game, even though we're at home. But, yes, Wolves' squad has just been phenomenal, for sure. So that is February fixtures. So we'll go on to March fixtures. So on the 6th of March, it's an away trip down at the Hawthorns to face West Bromwich Albion. A one you're looking to get 3 points, possibly. It all depends how West Brom do in the season. But it could be tough, but I think we could get a win down there for definitely. On to the next one. On the 13th of March, it's a home game against Aston Villa. And this is the one we should be looking to get 3 points for sure as well. As I said, Villa, I think they could be favourites to be going down, as I touched upon earlier. But a game should be looking to win for definitely. And on the 20th of March, so that is the last of the March fixtures, because after that it looks like there will be an international break again. So on the 20th of March, away trip to Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, you're thinking it could be tough as well, but one you're thinking could be looking to try and get a win. We'll just wait and see. A lot of the time the trips down at Brighton have not been good there as well. Boring draw last season for definitely. So, yeah, could be tough, but one thing we could get the win. So that is March fixtures, so we'll move on to April fixtures. On the 3rd of April, it's a home game against Spurs. This will be a tough one for definitely as well, for sure. They beat us 3-1 last season. So it's going to be tough for us, this one. And Spurs have been getting a good record against us at home for sure. So this will be a tough one for definitely. On the 10th of April, it's an away trip down to Turf Moor to face Burnley away. Now, again, trips to Burnley do not tend to be brilliant. So this could be a tough one for us for definitely. But one thinking we could maybe get a win. But yeah, we shall just wait and see. So yeah, could be tough, but could be winning. On the 17th of April, the next game is a home game against West Ham United. And this one is a one we should be looking to get 3 points for definitely, for sure. Because, yeah, it was a draw last season. But West Ham, they usually are involved in a lot of relegation battles. They were last season. Did well to just to stay up. So, yeah, but this is the one we should be looking to get 3 points for sure. On the 24th of April, and that is an away trip to Anfield. Oh, dear me. Very tough indeed. And a lot of people thinking that'll be a write-off game for sure, for definitely. I think it will be. It's going to be very tough down at Liverpool for sure. So that is April fixture. So on to the May fixture. So the final month. So on the 1st of Arsenal. Well, on the 1st of May, it is Arsenal. And this will be very tough for us for definitely. But I was thinking we could maybe get a win or get a draw. A lot of people say Arsenal aren't really the team. Excuse me. But again, it all depends how they strengthen for sure. So, Arsenal will be a very interesting one. And I hope wouldn't mind getting along to that one. For definitely, I wouldn't mind catching up with some of the people from EFTV and getting some of their thoughts again as well. Like I did last time. So Arsenal, it could be tough. But again, we could get something out the game. And after that, we've got an away trip down at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City. Last season down there was a disaster. 5-0 defeat. Hopefully that will not happen again. That was awful watching that game for definitely. So that one will be tough for definitely, I would say for sure. And after that, it's at a home game on the 12th. It's a Wednesday night, a home game against Manchester City. This will be very tough indeed, for sure. Even though we got a 2-2 draw in the season before that, we beat them 2-1. But the FA Cup last season got what we deserved. Went 5 at the back, sat back, invited the pressure. And look what happened. Yes. This one will be very tough for definitely. And on the 15th of May, it's a home game against Sheffield United. A one you should be looking to get 3 points. Did well to get a 3-0 win last season when the season restarted after lockdown. So I'm looking at it, so I'm thinking, it's a one we could get 3 points out of again. But again, if Sheffield United really have a good season, it could be a tough one for definitely. And on the final game of the season, on the 23rd, an away trip down at Craven Cottage to Fulham. And we got the 4-0 win there in Rafa's last game in charge. So this was a repeat of a couple of seasons ago. And you think of this one, could look to get 3 points. But again, it all depends how Fulham do for next season for sure. So, yes. So there you have it. That is the fixtures for the new 2020-2021 season. Let me know in the comments section how you think that these fixtures are being planned out. Are you looking forward to the new season? Are you worried? Let me know down in the comment section as always. So thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like, comment, and of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button. And until the next video, I shall see you all later. Take care.